Who does the sound design at CSS? They deserve a raise. Ooh, I will make sure that Sasha knows that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There's a bunch of people, because there's been a bunch of people working on the game. It's been like Joel, and then Emil, and then now Sasha is working on sound design, and then I think Dennis and there's like a lot of people that are involved in this. And it also has to do with like, you know, making the sound design, but also implementing it is also a big aspect of it, and it takes a lot of time. And part of the reason why the sound design is so good in our game is also the fact that we have been able to pay people to actually sit down and implement it, and they're the sound designers themselves. Usually what happens when you make games is you have like a sound designer or someone that you like pay just for like on a project term, like you just like make a bunch of sounds and then we implement it ourselves. But at Coffee Stain we actually have like a dedicated person who's doing sound design and doing implementation of sound design in engine, and we really feel like that's way better, because then you can actually take it a little bit step further. It's not just like play the sound, especially in our game when it's so complicated. There's so many like situations where when you're like in your factory, you don't want every single machine to play sounds, because then you would get destroyed. So like we have a bunch of systems that are smart at like ducking certain sounds and making sure that the sound that should play, that's like interesting to listen to, as actually playing. So, and it's kind of interesting when you have like the fly mode on and you fly around in your factory. If you pay attention to like what are you actually hearing right now, and like where are you in proximity to the sound and stuff like that. It's really interesting to see like how those systems sort of play out. But yeah, they do a great work, I think. And actually, fun story, when Sasha actually reached out to me, I think it was yesterday. He was like, did you sound design like the entire video? And I was like, no, actually I just played the sounds from where the capture were made, and it's just like kind of in engine. And he was like amazed, like, wow, it actually sounds really good. Usually it doesn't sound that good if you just do that, but apparently it is. Yeah.